but that certainly doesn't seem to fall within this case. So I want to be clear. I'm setting a bond here. I'm setting conditions here, and I'm going to expect that the bond conditions are followed wholeheartedly, 1,000%. I can't order you not to have contact with him, man. Well, you know what? He's not going back there anyway, and I want to be clear about that. He's not going back there. Now, I don't know what's going on. Your son is a 9-year-old, right? It's the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
Jessica Mullins-Maley.
Today.
I'm sorry?
How are you today?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
I want to know where you're living right now.
I'm living in Gibraltar.
I know, but what address?
29940 Kingsbridge Drive.
That's where you and Mr. Doyle were residing together. Is that fair?
Yes.
Who's on the lease there?
Myself and Nicholas Doyle.
Okay. Both of you are.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to listen to whatever you have to say, and then I'll address bond.
Well, again, repeat, my client believes that he's not a danger to himself or the community. He's prepared to come to court each and every time the court requires to resolve this matter. He understands the factual circumstance, or at least the allegations that the state so bad are serious, and the court has reason for concern. But again, he believes that he's not a danger. He's got a job he'd like to keep. That household relies upon him having that job and being able to provide. And based on my conversation with the client, it's my expectation that if the alleged victim were asked by the court, could he return, that he might be an affirmative response.
Okay, so ma'am, when I enter my order here, I expect you to comply with my order. I expect him, if he's contacting you, if he's contacting you, I expect you not to take the call, and I expect you to call the police. Okay?
Okay. I'm not the victim, though.
I know you're not.
Okay.
I know you're not, but you're the mother of the victim.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So I presume that's who you were talking about when you said the victim. I know you misspoke slightly. She's not the victim, but you're saying you think that she would tell me if I asked her that it's okay for him to return to the property.
I've been discussing this with my client. I believe if she were asked that, she would provide an answer that would let the court know she has a level of comfort with him returning to the home.
Well, you know what? He's not going back there anyway, and I want to be clear about that. He's not going back there. Now, I don't know what's going on. Your son is a 9-year-old, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, we don't have the right to assault people, and particularly not 9-year-olds. Now, you have the right as a parent to enforce reasonable discipline, but that certainly doesn't seem to fall within this case. So I want to be clear. I'm setting a bond here. I'm setting conditions here, and I'm going to expect that the bond conditions are followed wholeheartedly, 1,000%. I can't order you not to have contact with him, ma'am, but I can order him not to have contact with you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. First of all, I'm going to tell you the bond amount when I'm done. I'm alarmed by these, and I'll listen to any conditions you're asking for, Sergeant. I think I've got them down. You can add them, though.
Your Honor, I just want to note that he does have an assault and battery in 2022 in Monroe County, and he has assault and battery in 2025 in Monroe County. He does have that PPO, which he did violate. He was in possession of firearms. We took 18 firearms from his residence, and that is in violation of that PPO there. Also, it sounds like he has an alcohol problem, and I would assume that we would do some sort of an alcohol monitoring. I think the hospital said his blood was a 3.7 when they tested it right after the incident. He did tell the officers that he wanted to die. He was afraid to do it, and he wanted the cops.
Heather, I want you to put right on the minimus what I'm going to tell you at the end. I'll tell you the bond amount momentarily. You cannot leave the state, sir, without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to give you an early court date. You're not to have any contact with Miles, I hope I'm pronouncing this correct, McNally, or Jessica Mullins McNally, or Melody Spring. You cannot write them, phone them, text them, see them, call them, do anything, or have anybody else do any of those things, have any contact with them for you or on your behalf. No contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You're not to enter or go within 2 miles of 29940 Kingsbridge, apartment 215 in Gibraltar. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're to attend a 12-step recovery program 3 times per week. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You are required to obtain a tether. You're not to be within 2 miles of the victims, their residence or place of employment, or within 2 miles of Jessica Mullins McNally.
We can hear that.
No contact. You're not to be released until you're fitted with a GPS tether, and then according to those terms, you're not to be within 2 miles per the residence or place of employment. You're also not to be released until fitted with a SoberLink device. Heather, on the minimus, it's going to say defendant to see medical, made threats to injure/kill himself. I want to make sure we get that on there so somebody can see him. I'm just not comfortable setting a bond here that is a low one. It's going to be 100,000, 10%. I'm going to give you a new court date. We're going to try to get you some help, and that's the way it's going to go. Give me a pretrial date. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. It's going to be August the 18th. You'll be back in front of me, sir. August the 18th at 10:45. Okay?
May I make a small request?
Sure.
I've been in a cell for 5 days and I've asked to shower and they're not allowing it. And they also won't let me brush my teeth. Can you order something like that? Because I'm getting ignored.
Your Honor, he's been here for 3 days. He's made no requests to me.
I've made requests, Your Honor.
Under 3 days.
Okay, listen, sir. Listen. You've been there for, today's the 6th, so you've been there for roughly 72 hours. They're gonna let him brush his teeth and give him a shower. But you know, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna take care of that for me, right, Sergeant? Let's go to any place that sells or dispenses alcohol as its primary source of business, or any place where drugs are being sold or dispensed that are illegal in nature. Submit to chemical testing, PDTs and ETGs. I'm gonna make it weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, I'll make it monthly. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. I'm in order that you attend AA once a week for 2 months. You can talk, I'm in order outpatient treatment. And then you can talk to probation about this gentleman, Dr. what's his name? Koala. And I'm sure that won't be a problem. Attend the victims impact panel, serve 6 days jail credit, 1 serve 5. I'll let you serve those by way of community service, 40 hours community service. Complete those by May the 1.
Okay.
Fines $300, costs $300, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 7 1/4 screen fee, $60 for 785. Probation fees are $300 for 1,085, and you have cost of recovery of $150.
I'm sorry, the total is $1,085?
No, the cost of recovery are added in, 1235 is the total.
1235.
If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. You may be eligible for early discharge. By statute, you are entitled to that. If you comply, everything's done. You haven't had any violations within the preceding 90 days. In 7.5 months, you can request early discharge, and by law, you're entitled to it so long as you meet the requirements. Do you understand the sentence of the court? Do you have any questions?
Your Honor, will we receive,
Yes.
these conditions?
Yes, I've written them all out. Probation will go over those with her. Okay? And she can pay all this now?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. Is that right? You can pay this now?
Yes.
If you can't, tell me. I don't want to put you in a bind.
No, I can do that.
Okay. All right. So you can pay this now. Go down the hall, take care of that. Then you'll go over to probation. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You
Thank
too.
you, Judge.
Thank you. Nice to have you here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wachowski, Charles Vincent Wachowski, file 26F246615, A and B. Your name, sir?
Charles Vincent.
You're charged with operating while intoxicated and leaving the scene of a property damage accident. You do have the right to an attorney. Would you like an attorney? Okay, we will set you up. You go out in the hallway. You're entitled to a lawyer today. And if it doesn't resolve today, you'll have to fill out a petition for one, okay?
Yes.
So you can go right out in the hallway and he'll set you up with a lawyer. Good luck.
Thank you.
Iola Roque, Victoria Renee Ayala Roque, 26F246190. Mr. Boulahanis, good morning. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Greg Boulahanis, P36431, on behalf of Victoria Ayala Roque.
Your name, ma'am?
Victoria Ayala Roque.
I'm concerned. Did we talk about sobriety court on this one?
No, we did not, Your Honor.
I think she should do this. The more I look at this file, I really do. Have you talked to her about sobriety court at all or not really?
No, I mentioned it to
Seven, she
her.
had her second one. She's driving around falling on the ground. I cannot, she's gonna have to get into sobriety court or she might not like what I'm gonna do. I can give you a week to think about it, 2 weeks to think about it. She also had an MIP, which I'm not, that's not the end of the world, but that was 8 years ago. And then the other operating while impaired 4 years ago, rather. So
Was it in
I'd like you
21,
to-
Your Honor, or 22?
it was in 22.
The impaired?
Yeah, her prior.
Okay.
You seem like you have reservations about this. Tell me. Mr. Bo-
Yeah, Your Honor, she doesn't have a vehicle now. Is that right? She doesn't have a vehicle. So my only reservations is I think sobriety court's a good idea, but I think that there's gonna might be a transportation issue for the number of times she's gonna have to appear in court and do
What
specific.
happened to, well, she's revoked now, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So
No,
what?
she didn't, there was someone else's vehicle that she was
Yeah, I
driving,
see that.
if you
I
recall
see
that.
And
Yeah.
Austin Woods. Who's Austin Woods?
I think it was a friend of hers, Your Honor. And
like
Your Honor,
it.
I think it was Austin Woods was the one falling on the ground.
Yeah, I see. But they were both highly intoxicated is all I'm saying. I mean,
Your Honor, I have confident, well,
She's 27. Listen, I'll be glad to sentence her now if you want, but she might not like what I'm gonna do. Do I need to be more clear than that?
No, I know, I understand, Your Honor. Can I have a second with her? Just
Yeah,
one
but
second.
but listen, if you want, I can adjourn this 2 weeks and you can handle it that way too. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
will be glad to put you in, I'll be glad to go off the record. I'll call that case later and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, I'm just looking at my schedule in 2 weeks, that's all.
We'll
Um,
talk to her now and see what you
is
want
there-
to do and then we'll
is there-
come back to you, okay?
Is there a date other than, a Thursday that we can do this, Your Honor? Like, could we do it?
I can accommodate you. I'm not married to Thursdays. I know it's a Flat Rock case, but that's fine.
Could we do Tuesday, August 18th?
Well, Tuesdays are kind of tough. What about, can I do it on a Monday, Heather?
We could do it on the 17th if he's available.
I can do it on, I can do it on the 17th at 8:30, if we can do it at 8:30, Your Honor, because I have an in-person sentencing in, Allen Park at 10.
That would be perfect if we don't start our department reps till 8:45.
All right, we'll do it August 17th. Okay, at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
And you can take your time. Young lady, I hope you heard what I'm telling you here. This one worries me. Okay? I didn't hear you, ma'am.
I hear you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. So try to figure out the transportation issues. You're all set. Thank you very. How did I let this one get by? Jeffrey Vance. People against Jeffrey Scott Vance, 267-703-966.
Good morning, Your Honor. William Mays on behalf of Mr. Vance. Mr. Vance, state your name for the record, please.
Jeffrey Van?
So a couple things.
Yes.
Thought we struck this, didn't we? It says if the defendant is terminated from sobriety.
No, you struck that.
Well, oh yes, I did. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleeping that day.
No.
You still got your work cut out for you on this one. I want you to understand.
Yeah.
He's fleeing and eluding. He's got a third offense. He's got a 267. He's been very good.
Oh, yeah.
I've enjoyed having him, but I'm just telling you, you got your work cut out for you. Have you had a chance to review this report and a recommendation with your client?
We have.
Any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
No corrections or deletions, Your Honor. We're asking them to be admitted to the sobriety court.
All right. What else would you like to tell me, Mr. Mays?
No,
I'm
I think that he's going to be a good participant.
I'm
in the
just
sobriety court program
telling
this
you, I'm inclined to send him to jail is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, well, you shouldn't do that, Judge. The whole point to sobriety.
You don't have to lecture me
I
about
know.
the point to sobriety court. The point is he had a 267.
Yeah.
He was fleeing and eluding the police. And
Well,
hang on, whatever. You get my point.
Yeah.
You got a good deal for him. He hasn't had one, I'll grant you, in 16, 17 years, but he had one in 2000, one in 2009. And I don't like the conduct on this particular date with a 267. So you don't want to say anything else, you don't have to.
Judge, I don't know if there's much else to say. I mean,
I got it.
This is, the whole point of the sobriety court program is to offer these incentives and disincentives. And he's shown himself to be amenable to this type of a program. I mean, this is one of the rare exceptions where a person is clearly not doing this to get their driver's license back. Because I think that at worst, he was looking at a 30-day suspension as opposed to a revocation. This is a person who's embracing the sobriety court program. So he's made those proactive steps. Insofar as the fleeing and eluding, I mean, the truth of the matter is that when a person is intoxicated, the police are specifically trained to look for a person who has no response or delayed response and all that. The prosecutors want to drop the fleeing and eluding. They were all tore up over that, so they gave us the attempt. My opinion is this is my personal opinion, that the drunk driving is more, important in this.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, and addressing the underlying substance abuse issue is the more important issue in the case, and that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, so the whole idea of recidivism and getting the proper treatment is what permeates the whole sobriety court program doctrine, and that's what Mr. Vance is doing. So I would ask.
I appreciate you,
Yeah.
Mr. Mays, but you know I've been doing this a long time.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But
You
from
don't
the
need to-
from the bench, sometimes you don't pick out the bad eggs. I've seen them. Mr. Vance is not one of the bad eggs. He's one of the guys that's gonna actually take.
I don't pick out the bad eggs. What do you-
No, I've seen them. I can't say anything. I can't say anything. But Mr. Vance is the person who's actually embracing the sobriety court program. And that whole program is tailored to ensure that it never happens again.
Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Beans?
Sorry.
It's still a third offense.
Yep.
I get the fact that you're delayed, but I mean, that the other ones were, I cannot, here's what I'm doing. 2 years probation. I'm going to take you into sobriety court. I'm glad to take you into sobriety court. And then I'm going to run the terms and conditions of the attempt plea in loop 4 concurrent with these. You're to comply with all agreements, guidelines, and requirements as indicated in the sobriety court participant handbook. 24 months probation. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You're not to violate any law. Change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number. You must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to go any place that, frequent any place that sells or dispenses alcohol as its primary source of business. I'm not going to violate you if you walk into a 7-Eleven, but if you go into a bar, that's a different story. You submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs on demand of the probation officer and the sobriety court judge. You're to complete 60 more days on the sober link. You're to attend AA meetings 3 times a week and provide written proof of attendance. You're to obtain an AA 12-step sponsor, attend all substance abuse treatment at a facility approved by probation. You're to attend the Victims Impact Family. You're to attend and complete the Armed Specialty Court weekend program. You're to report the sobriety court status review hearings with me every 2 weeks. You're to obtain and maintain employment with proof provided to the probation officer. You are to pay, and by the way, they insist in this plea agreement of 500 costs, fines of 200, costs 500, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So far, you're up to 8 1/4. You have probation fees of $480, bringing your total to $1,305. You have $360 in sobriety court fees. Stay with me on this one, Heather, will you please? $1,665. You have screening fee of $60 for $1,725. I'm ordering 18 days jail. I'm giving you credit for 1 day served. I'm going to order that you serve 5 now, that you serve 6 days on the court work program, and that you serve 6 days of community service. So it's 5 days jail, 6 court work, and 6 days community service. I'm going to give you, because you're going to be busy. So community service, I'm going to give you all the way to be completed by, I'm going to say January the 5th of 27. We're going to schedule you for your 6 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that, bringing the total there to $210. So I'm going to have to add these again, Heather, if you, I think it was, I was at, I think it's $1,935.
That's correct, Judge.
1935. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand all that? And you understand that if you violate, you could get 1 year in jail on this, correct? With credit for 1 day served. And then on the attempt, plea, and elude, I'm going to simply run all terms and conditions concurrent, all the fees I'm imposing on the other case. So there won't be probation fees, screening fees. I'm not gonna assess the 75 and 50. I'm simply gonna go 50 fines, 150 in costs, $200, all terms concurrent with the OWI. So you're with the OWI second with high BAC. So you're in custody for 5 days. You'll do 6 days court work, 6 days community service. Any questions? Does he have all this to pay?
A report date for the jail?
Nah, he's gonna go today. He's gonna
He's
go.
got some things on.
What do you have today?
Yeah.
I also play music for extra money, and I have a private party in Roseau
When?
on Saturday.
Where?
Actually, not Roseau, Gibraltar, I'm sorry, Horse Island,
Where?
house,
You're hired to do that?
yes.
Okay, I'll let you report on Monday, okay? He's to report on Monday, and I'm not gonna be here, Heather, so you're gonna have to fill out, we're gonna have to get the, maybe Judge Hessen can sign it. Report date will be, that'll be August the 10th, okay?
Okay, and you want him to report to the court or the Wayne County Jail?
Here, you're gonna report here, okay, at 8:30 in the morning, okay? Wish you well.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mays, have a great, thank
You too.
you. Thank you. Okay. And by the way,
Yes.
is he gonna pay all this?
Do you need a payment plan?
Yes.
Come on back up here. Okay, how much do you have today?
I can give you, 30 today.
300? I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna have him pay the, attempt flee and elude today.
Okay.
That's 200. I'm gonna have him pay 100 now on the OWI second with high BAC. How much can you afford to pay weekly or bi-weekly?
I can probably do everything online, if I pay it all in a couple of weeks.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't want to put you in a bind with this. Balance by, I'll say by September the 15th. If you need more time, call the court. We'll set up a payment plan, okay? Best of luck. Have a good day. Thank you. James Lewis, 26R514806A and B. All right. How you doing, Mr. Lewis? Good. What are you driving like a maniac for? What's your name?
James Lewis.
Why are you driving them?
I really have no excuse for it.
Well, yeah, I guess. You're gonna pay some extra fines here.
Yeah.
You're gonna plead impeding, you're gonna dismiss the speeding, right?
Yes.
How's your record?
I think as far as I know.
Just to remind you, you got a speeding ticket last year.
That was taken care of this morning.
I'm talking about in Lincoln Park.
Yes.
So that's not a clean record if you had a speeding ticket last year, is it?
Oh,
Or did you misunderstand my question?
I just misunderstood.
And you had a hazardous action number for improper lane use in 2024 to the charge impeding. This says you're going to plead to impeding an expired plate. That's what you want to do, right?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible.
Yeah, responsible.
And to the charge of,
Yeah.
to the charge of expired plate, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
Pleas are accepted, 190 on the impeding, 135 on the expired plate, 325. Slow down, will you please?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. You can pay those now?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Keith Salisbury. 26R514833A and B. How you doing there? Bad. Your name?
He's celebrating.
What are we doing? What are you doing here?
A very dumb idea.
It's a very dumb idea. What does that mean? It means you were crossing a railroad crossing with what? The bells ringing and the signs and the rails down?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why are you doing that? I gotta take you in and show you a video. We have videos from 30 years ago. And I mean like damage to cars and faces and people. You follow me? Use your brains, will you? You're a nice looking kid. You're gonna plead the impeding. You're not gonna do this again, right? Right?
No, you're not.
All right, to that charge, impeding, responsible or not responsible? Please accept it. I'm dismissing the graduation of the violation of graduated license permit on motion of the prosecutor, and I'm also dismissing the failure to obey railroad crossing restrictions, $150. You're only 16, right?
Yes, sir.
What are you driving? Huh? Where do you go to school at? What year are you? So you got 2 more years?
Yes,
You got
sir.
any sports or anything?
Yeah.
What?
Baseball, basketball, tennis.
Go down the hall and pay. Get out of here. Do not come back on stupid things like this, okay?
Yeah.
Good luck. Which one do you have again? Oh, John. Let me see here. This one has to go. All right. Where are the cases with Mr. Newman and Mr. Sala at? Is your lawyer with you, Mr. Sala?
He's still in the breakout room meeting with the prosecutor. They're not together.
Okay. Why? I mean,
Good question, Judge.
Kentucky because I lost my job because of what happened that day. So I needed something to pay for the
well, I
court
don't want you to
and,
say anything. I
lawyer
just didn't
fees.
know what. Okay. Just hang on. I don't want you to say anything. I just didn't want to keep you waiting there. Alexis, Rachel,
Okay.
Lee, and Siler. 26W840-618A. 26B150604. 26W840-618R.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deanne with DOP 82378 on behalf of the Siler. State your name.
Alexis Siler.
Ms. Siler. I think we're gonna take her into sobriety court. This was a lengthy one.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
But are you gonna be serious about this?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Is that a maybe yes, or is that a strong yes? Because I'm not gonna be kind.
Wrong, yes.
So you reviewed this report with her, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
So, yes, we've reviewed the report, Your Honor. There are no material additions, deletions, or corrections. Most of it I'll just explain in allocution.
Okay, anything you would like to say?
So you kind of see, Your Honor, throughout the report, it says that Ms. Siler doesn't believe she has a problem with alcohol. Her family doesn't believe she has a problem. I think that the conversation was a little bit misconstrued. Ms. Siler does believe that she had an issue with alcohol, but the biggest issue is with controlled substances. So
Right.
that was what she was kind of trying to relate to the probation.
Right, I get it.
So and I know that Your Honor asked her if she gotta be serious. We did have a conversation about that. She has a goal at the end of this, and I think that sometimes in sobriety court, once it's over, the goal is to go have a party. But I told her, maybe travel, make a plan as to what you're gonna do to congratulate yourself for completing sobriety court. So she has potential plans to get married once she completes the sobriety court. So hopefully she can get to that point instead of electing to go have a party after she's released from sobriety court. She's still not employed. She is looking for work. And Your Honor, last time we were in court, she did show me her AA sheets. One sheet was completely full. The other sheet was pretty much full. The last time she went was yesterday. She has a para recovery coach, the SUV wraparound. She does that once a week. She also has a psychiatrist that she sees once a month. So I do believe she's serious, Your Honor. She did go through Sacred Heart. She also has an SUV counselor that she also sees once a week. So it sounds like she's already doing a lot that she will still have to continue in sobriety court, Your Honor. Thank you.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
No. I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know, it's the whole new thing to start probation is a lot different, it's a lot more stuff to do.
Yeah, well, that's the purpose, because we want to make sure this doesn't happen again. You stick with heroin, you stay with heroin, you are going to, remind me, you're on Suboxone too, right?
Yes.
So my intent is to allow her to, we've gone back and forth on this. Allow her to take the meds, which as long as they're prescribed and in the dosages prescribed by physicians, both gabapentin, Klonopin, and then Suboxone, yes. So I'm gonna, 2 years probation, you cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. You could change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number. You must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You may take those meds prescribed. In the dosages prescribed. Klonopin and Suboxone and gabapentin. Otherwise, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. Do not purchase, possess, or consume any of those. You're to submit to chemical testing upon demand of probation. That's going to be frequent. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs, as I said. Complete 90 days on the sober link. Attend AANA 3 times a week. Obtain a sponsor, an AANA sponsor. Attend all substance abuse treatment at an approved facility. Attend the Victims Impact Panel. Attend the Victims Impact Panel. Attend and complete the Armed Specialty Court Weekend Program. Report to Sobriety Court Status Review hearings every 2 weeks. Obtain and maintain employment and provide proof of that. I'm going to go fines of $300. Costs $100. $75 victims' rights fee and a $50 justice assessment. So that's 5 1/4. You have probation fees of $480, which will take you to $1,005. Sobriety court fees of $360, which will take you to $1,365. Screening fee of $60 for $1,425. You are to complete, I'm going to order 8 days jail, 5 on the court work program, and 2 days of community service. I'll let you do in lieu of that. 2 days community service, I'm going to give you all the way until December the 28th to complete that. 5 days court work program, there's a $175 fee for that. What did I say it was before that, Heather? Geez, the 4.
It was, it was $1,425 before that.
So you got $175 in court work program fees, your total $1,600. 5 days court work, so I'm giving you 8 days jail credit 1, 8 days jail credit 1, serve 7, and that's how I'll let you serve those, okay? 5 court work. I think it's great that this is only a first offense of drunk driving or drug driving, and in this case, I just think it's great that you're getting in the program. We're going to get you off of this stuff. You got it?
Yes.
Your dad, that's your dad, right?
Yes.
Boy, he's been supportive, hasn't he?
He has, but he also, I guess you say it's called tough love. I don't know. He kind of threw me out of his house, and I guess he's giving me the coach folder.
Well, I'm going to go light on the no ops. 20 fines, 20 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 165 or 30 days. Or 30 days. And then on the other case, the civil infraction that they pled down, resist and obstruct, I'm going to charge you 100. So that's 265. Probation's going to set up the terms of payment on this. On all of these, Heather. Okay? And we're all set. Anything else? I really want to work with you. Stay with me on this. You got it? Don't put yourself in a position where you're around that junk. You can die. What's that?
no one's number. I don't have no contact with no one.
Good, perfect. That's what we want. You're a nice kid. We're gonna straighten you out, okay?
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Doyle, Nicholas, Matthew, Springer, Doyle, 26G 718-952. Is this, a case that you've already had, have we had a lawyer on this one yet? Meet with the defendant, Sergeant, or?
They should have, Judge.
That's Mr.
Your Honor, yeah, he did already meet with the lawyer.
All right, I called this case, 26G 718-952. Your name?
Detective Sergeant Gary Robinson, Gibraltar Police Department.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you'll give in these proceedings be the whole true self you got.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
On 8/3/2026 at approximately 2 p.m., officers were dispatched to 29940 Kingsbridge in reference to intoxicated subject. Officers quickly realized after arriving that it was a domestic violence situation. Mr. Doyle was said to have assaulted his girlfriend's son, Miles McNally, and his own mother, Melody Springer, inside the apartment. Melody said that after Doyle assaulted Miles, she spoke up. She saw him grab him by the neck and push him. And then after she spoke up, Mr. Doyle pushed Melody Springer down to the ground. An argument ensued, and they attempted to leave the apartment. Doyle was highly intoxicated and making suicidal threats. Doyle pulled out 2 rifles, set them on his bed, and said, "I'm not going to be here any longer." Doyle stayed inside the apartment where Melody and Miles and Doyle's girlfriend, Jessica, exited the apartment, went outside and made contact with the police department. Doyle was held up inside the apartment for almost 2 hours while SWAT team and CNT showed up to talk to him to get him to come out. A search warrant was later conducted and 18 firearms were removed from the apartment. We did find 18 firearms.
Okay.
One of them was found fully loaded on fire with one in the chamber, a rifle that was pulled out. He does have a PPO violation out of the 38th District Court out of Monroe. He's not supposed to have any firearms, not to possess any firearms. I did just send that to the 38th Circuit Court this morning. I have not heard back, but they're gonna wanna probably arraign him or make some sort of movement on that.
How old is Miles McNally?
I think it looks like he's 9 years old.
And how did he assault him?
He grabbed him and then pushed him. Grabbed him by the neck, shoulders, and then pushed him.
Any injuries to him?
No.
And how about Melody?
Melody
That's his
said
mother,
her
right?
back and, yeah, she said her back and her butt hurts from falling to the ground.
I would like to speak to my lawyer. This is not what was.
Sir, be quiet, okay?
All right, anything else?
Like I said, he was highly intoxicated. I think his blood was a 3.7 when they took him to the hospital after that.
Wow, okay. All right, based on your sworn testimony, I find that there's sufficient evidence to establish that the crimes, I'm surprised they didn't charge, he at one time lived with Melody, his mother, right?
Yeah.
They only, okay, I'm gonna authorize on the domestic with regard to the child because they lived together, right? Him and his
Correct.
girlfriend and
Correct.
they didn't ask for domestic on the count 2, so I will authorize an assault and battery. I'm gonna authorize the issuance of the complaint and warrant. All right, I've signed the complaint. You've signed the complaint. And I'm ready for arraignment on him.
Yep.
Mr. Crawford, your appearance?
Morning, Your Honor, Mike Hill Crawford, representing.
Right up to the left of the bench.
Sir, your name, please?
That's good.
Nicholas Doyle.
Your Honor, my client would like to stay and read my form of reading of the charges.
I'm sorry, did I hear you state your appearance? Did you say it?
I did, but I'll say it again, Your Honor, Mike Hill Crawford, representing Mr. Dolan.
Not guilty, pleas entered. Anything you'd like to say regarding bond?
Well, no, Your Honor, I just heard the variety of allegations, was pending, so I don't have a position to state for my client except to say he's asking for personal bond. He understands he can't have any contact with the alleged victim. So he would report that parties that the court might be concerned about don't reside at the residence at least any longer. The client's been in jail for 5 days now. The sole financial provider for so concerns he needs to keep his job. He is concerned whether he still has it. He's been in jail for 5 days. He appreciates the seriousness of this matter, Your Honor, but he's looking forward to coming back to court, taking care of it.
Who is at that residence now, Sergeant?
That would be his girlfriend Jessica and the kids. I think there's 4 kids in total.
He's still there?
Are they? No, they moved in with their new boyfriend.
Sir, you shouldn't say anything right now. I'm asking Sergeant Robinson. Is she still there and are her children still there?
Yes, they were there yesterday.
And whose apartment is that in? Whose name is that in?
It's my understanding, it's my client's.
I'm unsure whose name it's in. I do have some additional info for bond recommendations also when it's my turn, Your Honor.
Can you do me a favor right now? I want to have you call the victim and I wonder if she could zoom in.
Okay. I can try to make contact with her.
You have our Zoom ID, correct?
I do, yep.
Thanks. Ask her to zoom in. I'm going to go on to another case. We're going to pass this
Okay.
case momentarily.
All right, sorry, this way.
Aaron James Harper. Aaron James Harper. Which one do you have here, Mr. Davolsky? I can't hear you.
Judge, I have, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Who do you have?
I have, Wasim Ajaham.
Did you talk to the prosecutor? Is that a pretrial?
Yes, I talked to, Mr. Keeley.
All right. Sir, your name, please?
Aaron Harper.
Oh, I see. We're gonna have to talk about this one. You and I and Mr. Haley. All right, you're charged with, in fact, Heather, can you figure out a way that I can go in my chambers and talk to Mr. Davolsky and I'll get Mr. Haley back there? Will you do that for me? Have somebody help me out, please?
Yeah, I can have Will get a tablet to you if you want to do it that way, or
Yep.
okay.
All right. You're charged with failure to attend positive strategies program with 8-week follow-up and failure to pay fines and costs. I'll be happy to provide you with a lawyer. Would you like a lawyer?
Yes.
All right, we're going to give you a lawyer. I'm going to go on to one of these others. Call in Mr. Cayley. Mr. Osmond, which one do you have, sir?
John Barlow.
I don't have it. I don't have it. John Farley?
Barlow with a B.
Is that a civil infraction?
No, it's a driving while it's suspended, laptop case.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barlow, John Michael Barlow. Choose 3F241175. Your name?
Jeff Osmer, attorney for John Barlow.
I need to talk to you on that one, okay? With Mr. Dabolsky.
Sure.
Your name?
John Barlow.
You're charged with driving on a suspended. Does he stand to waive formal reading?
Yes, sir.
He's going to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing the trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Where's this traffic?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Heather, run his traffic record. To the charge allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Yes.
All right, were you in control of a motor vehicle on November 13 at 9:13 a.m.
Yes.
that was being operated on Telegraph and Debris Line?
Yes.
You allowed somebody to drive that was unlicensed? And that was you? Are you on probation or parole? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept and suspends, dismissed. I don't usually get these. That's where I'm curious. Does he have a bad record or something?
Judge, he had, some,
I mean, I don't usually get them where they're saying recommend fines and costs. They know that's all I do on these.
yeah, that's what I asked Mr. Allen, if you just put that on. He had some unresolved issues from 2019, which we are going to, we already resolved them.
You have the traffic record back there?
I do. I just came up, Judge. You want me to have somebody run it down real quick?
Please.
Okay, hold on one
Did
moment.
you have it by chance?
No, I didn't have it.
Joni's running down with it right now.
I'll put in his word, which this works good to me.
I got it. So what?
No. Usually. So there's some 2019.
Sometime.
Some 2019 matters in Brownstown, which resulted in his suspension. We just resolved those as well with Miss. So he's also going in front of Judge Hessen, so everything's being resolved today.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing. Thank you.
Anything you want to say?
No.
I'm gonna take a quick peek at it. Not that I don't believe you, I'm just gonna see. You don't have the best record, do you? Wow. What are you doing?
Getting my other back on track now.
Well, why was it off track before?
There was a lot,
Well, I need to know. Speak quickly.
that's like,
Mom,
I was on drugs and stuff. I got clean, went to rehab. I've been clean since. I'm getting married. I got a great job. Everything's finally coming together.
100 fines, 200 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 4 1/4 in 90 days. At least you're on it. Thank you. All right.
Judge,
Good luck. You're gonna
you're-
pay that now, right?
Yeah.
I'm good altogether.
4 1/4.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Everybody stay seated. Is Will bringing that down?
but now Amy has your computer set up in your office, so I'm gonna go
Perfect.
ahead and put you in there right now
You
with
guys are
him.
gonna take care of that for me, right?
Yeah,
No,
I'm putting you in a
everybody stay
breakout room right now with him. Yep.
Do we need to file the pay right now or does?
Yes, sir.
thank you. Good luck, sir. Thank you. Your Honor.
Thanks.
Thank you. Mohammed Nagy, of this, 260-648-388. Come on up, sir. Mr. Newman, good morning. Your name?
How you doing, Your Honor? My name is Norman Sala.
No. This is Hafiz.
Here.
Come on up.
Hello, Your Honor.
How
I'm
you
here.
doing, Mr. Newman? Your name?
Attorney David Newman.
Your name, sir? So why are we adjourning this again? I mean, how many times has this been adjourned? At least twice. This is the third time, right?
Your Honor,
Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah, if I may. So he has a matter that's, I believe it's out of Lincoln Park. It should be just a defaulted ticket that should be taken care of in order for him to get his license, excuse me. I've tried to contact him a number of times and I've yet been able to reach anybody. But once that's taken care of, he
Park,
should.
you mean?
I'm sorry?
You tried to contact who? Lincoln Park?
Yes. It's been very
Okay.
difficult to get a hold of anybody over there just so we can get this taken care of. Once that's taken care of,
I'll adjourn it one last time. Next time I'm
Thank-
setting it for trial, okay?
thank you very
August-
much, Your Honor.
August the 20th at what time, Heather?
We can do this one at 9:30.
At 9:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Maybe you can help your lawyer by contacting Lincoln Park. Where do you live? You just practically drive by Lincoln Park, don't you? Whatever.
I would have to say go on bad money. What?
Okay, you talk to your lawyer. You guys figure it out. August 20th, we'll see you back here. Go down the hall, get your notice. Thank you. Come
Thank you.
Riley.
Thank you, Your Honor.
26R514776. Defendant failed to appear. Defendant is, are we doing your other case, Mr. Newman?
Oh, I'm
He's-
sorry. I'm sorry. Yes.
Are we, okay, he's responsible as charged by default, Mr. Camone Riley, so.
Oh,
was
no,
scheduled
I
for
don't
9.
have that client. For
I know you
Riley.
don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. I just wondered if we were doing the other case. 10:08 it is. It's scheduled for 9. This is a different defendant. I wasn't calling on this one. So that one's defaulted. Torok, Nicholas Scott Torok. 26R514820. Defendant failed to appear. Is responsible as charged by default. Are you Nicholas Torok? Well, how long you been here? Come on up here.
Since 8:35. He never checked when we ever won.
Did somebody tell you to check in?
Yeah, like when I came in first, there was nobody in here, and then I went and checked across the hall.
Who is the department rep gone from Rockwood?
I know. I came up right when,
I know. I'm not blaming anybody here. I just want to make sure they've sent this in as a default. Where's Mercure at? Is Mercure?
I think it up front of the.
No, I believe you. I'm not criticizing you. I just want to make sure he hasn't left. He wrote it up as a default. He thought you weren't here.
He is somebody's down there into the park, right? So, yeah, so he showed up. Checked on. I'll get back. Mr. Collins not sure if he's still here. He's not sure.
Here, John, I need you to figure this out. I don't want this guy having to come back. He's already been here for an hour and a half. Make sure Mercure, why are you driving like a maniac, by the way? This is the one. Make sure that Mercure,
He's not here.
well, he can do it by Zoom or something. They can figure it out.
Just have to see.
Have a seat. We'll get to you soon, okay? Purdy. Mark Purdy. 260-645-104. How you doing? Your name, sir?
Mark Purdy.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Judge. Good to see you in person.
You're looking like, looking good.
Hope so. Trying.
All right, your appearance?
Good morning, everybody. On the French Trinity behalf of Mr. Purdy.
Did you represent him initially on this?
I did not. I was simply came down to review hearing. I met with the prosecutor. He says he's complied with everything.
Right. Raise your right hand, sir. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury, the testimony you give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Did you get something out of Trenton, June the 5th? You have another case pending?
Yeah, I don't think he's been charged yet. I think we're going to go meet with him and get a plea today.
What's that for? Drunk driving?
I believe it was, yeah.
Yeah, I can't dismiss this if he's got another case pending. I'll extend probation for him.
Well, he hasn't been charged yet, so I don't know if he would have consideration for that. He's going through a divorce. And
No, I'm not dismissing it when they go out and pick up another charge. I'm sorry.
what, can we do another review? date?
Yeah, I'll adjourn it. Here's what I'm gonna do. this is scheduled for, I'll tell you what. Probably was a blood drawn in one, right?
Yes.
Okay. June the 5th, not charged yet. I'm simply I won't charge him any. No wonder he's retaining lawyers. No additional probation fees. Probation extended until August the 12th. No, I'm sorry, until November the 12th. November 12th.
Is there gonna be reporting, Your Honor? Conditions are out? Or is it conditions?
The same conditions as were before. They're not gonna, they're probably done having a report. So we'll give them a new review hearing date, Heather, right before that. So November 12th.
So we can do for Trenton, November 5th?
Yes, that's good. November the 5th at 8:30, okay? Did you file an appearance in this?
Yeah, I thought we did.
Did you have his appearance, Heather, Mr. Finches?
Let me take a look here. I do not for this case.
Why don't you hand him one? You're gonna have to fill that out right now, okay? And then, sir, after your lawyer fills out his appearance, the two of you are gonna go down the hall. Probation is extended until November 12th. New review hearing date will be November the 5th at 8:30, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, thank you. So she's gonna hand you one to fill out right there.
Your Honor, I may be, we had a family member that his remains were found from the Korean War. He may be, could I appear by Zoom if necessary on that day?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll have a ceremony. So,
yeah, that's fine.
thank you.
Either that or I can move it back this way. You just let us know. We'll figure something out.
And always good seeing you.
You too. Take care. Where's the other one with, so I have Sala with Mr. Newman. And what happened with the other file? John, I think I left it on my desk.
Well, I don't know if
Can you grab that? It's a reckless driving.
what's the name of
I just don't. I don't remember. I think it's on my desk.
This one? Oh, what's it?
Yes. All right. Okay. Let's bring in Mr. Dabolsky, Mr. Newman, Mr. Aljalam, and Mr. Sala, and let's call in Mr. Cayley. People against Wasim Marzoug Aljalam, 26F246492. And I also have Noman Sala, 26F246497. Okay, so I want Mr. Cayley in here, John.
He's not answering. Hey, Judge McNally, Judge McNally.
Mr. Newman, your appearance?
Hello, Your Honor. I'm here. Attorney David Newman for Noman Sala. Is he present via Zoom? Mr. Sala, please state your name for the record.
My name is Noman Sala.
So now we got to bring in Mr. Aljalam and Mr. Dabolsky.
I'm trying to bring them out of the breakout room, Judge. They're still in there.
Okay.
I may just have to close them.
Here you go.
I'm just going to join it real quick and tell them to return.
So I got Mr. Sala and Mr. Newman out here, but we're pulling up, getting Mr. Dabolsky and Mr. Aljalam out of the breakout room. Mr. Dabolsky, your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Tim Dabalski appearing on behalf of the defendant who is to my left. Would you please state your name?
Wasim Marzouk Aljalam.
And you
All
consent to this matter being broadcast over Zoom, correct?
Copy.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Cayley, your name? So, Mr. Newman, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize there were co-defendants. I called in Mr. Dabolsky. He and I went into chambers with Mr. Cayley.
Right.
I explained to them, this is so inappropriate what these two allegedly did. I'm not real happy with this plea being reduced from reckless to drag race. I'm not the prosecutor though, but I did tell both he and Mr. Dabolsky, and I'm telling you, and I'm telling your clients that this is way too nice for me. I'm not the prosecutor. It is extremely rare when I stand there and start saying, I feel like it's overstepping the bounds for a judge to start questioning every plea agreement. Mr. Cayley will tell you I don't do that. I think any other prosecutor, it's not my province. But I just want these guys to know. I want them to know how ridiculous that the allegation is. So I'm not going to get in the middle. I'm going to take this plea to drag racing. I think they should lose their license. I'm not the Secretary of State. I'm not in the legislature. I'm going to take their plea as offered to reckless driving, which is 4 points, I believe, 90 days jail. Costs are all of those and a $100 fine, I believe. Am I correct on that? I haven't had a drag racing in quite a while. Yeah, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I'll dismiss the reckless, but we're going to talk. So, Mr. Newman, I wanted to disclose that conversation to you because I didn't realize at the time that I called in Mr. Dabolsky that these guys were how do I say it? That they weren't co-defendants, but that they were both engaging in this type of behavior. So I want you to hear that, and I want Mr. Sala to hear that. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And you said and Mr. Cayley did tell me he spoke to the officer who was fine with this. He approved of this plea agreement, right, Mr. Cayley?
Yes.
And you also mentioned that Mr. Sala had done some kind of a class. What class did he do?
Your Honor, he did take an online driving class. It was more inclined towards him managing his speed and also towards him being more careful on the road.
So what do you want me to order? I guess you mentioned that you thought I should order a class.
Correct.
What class do you want me to order?
Product safety improvement class.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to take the plea and I'm going to sentence him today. So, gentlemen, can I see your client, Mr. Dabolsky? If Mr. Sala and Mr.
Yes, sir.
El Jalam, if you plead guilty to drag racing, this is punishable by up to $100 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those, 4 points. And I'm just telling you, I'm not likely to go easy on this one. Do you understand what I said, Mr. Sala?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what I just said, Mr. El Jalam?
Yes, sir, I understand.
If you do that, I'll dismiss the reckless driving, but there's going to be some consequences. Do you understand what I said, Mr. Sala?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Do you
sir.
understand what I said, Mr. El Jalam?
Yes, Judge.
You have the right to a trial here. At a trial, you have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. At a trial, you are presumed to be innocent, and they have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. By pleading guilty to drag racing, you're waiving your right to a trial on the reckless charge or any reduced charge, and we will not have a trial, and you'll be giving up your constitutional right to a jury trial. Do you understand that, Mr. Sala?
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Yes,
El
Judge.
Jalam?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that you're waiving the right to cross-examine prosecution witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and we will not have a trial of any kind. You understand that, Mr. Sala?
Yes, sir.
Mr. El Jalam?
Yes, Judge, I understand.
All right, to the charge of drag racing. How do you plead, Mr. Sala?
Guilty.
Charge of drag racing. How do you plead, Mr. El Jalam?
I'll plead guilty, Judge.
Were you at 2:25 in the morning, Mr. Sala, operating a motor vehicle on Will Carlton Road near John L. in the city of Flat Rock, County of Wayne?
Yes.
You said yes?
Yes, yep.
And were you operating that motor vehicle traveling 110 miles an hour in a 35 mile per hour speed zone?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was at 2:25 in the morning on the 13th of June of 26, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. El Jalam, the charge of drag racing again, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on the 13th of June of 26 at 2:33 in the morning on Will Carlton or John Ellen Flat Rock?
Yes, sir, I was.
And were you traveling 110 in a 35 mile per hour zone?
Yes, sir, I was.
Are you on probation or parole, Mr. El Jalam?
No, I am not.
Are you Mr. Sala? Are you on probation?
No, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. You're not on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty, Mr. El Jalam?
No, nobody forced me to do anything.
Mr. Sala?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to accept your guilty, please. Do you want to say anything? Accept your guilty plea, excuse me, to drag racing. Dismiss the original charge of reckless. Do you want to say anything? I'm ready for sentencing now, guys, if you are.
We're ready, Your Honor.
We're also ready, Your Honor.
Do you want to say anything regarding sentencing, Mr. Cayley?
No, Your Honor, I think you made it quite clear that I understand the gravity of the offense, and I hope these guys do too.
Well, they're going to when I'm done. Mr. Newman or Mr. Davolsky, I don't care who starts, gentlemen, but one of you can allocute for your client.
Judge, I'll allocute first, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Before the court, my client's 23 years old. He has, 24 years old. He has a clean criminal record. He understands and wishes he could relive this event. He understands that he's lucky that he didn't get into an accident. No one got hurt. He understands that his behavior was reckless. There's no excuse in the world for driving 110 and 35 miles an hour. And that comes out of my client's mouth. I mean, he knows that he's up against a serious situation here, and he would hope that the court would take his full record into consideration when imposing penalty. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Newman?
Your Honor, if I may, my client, Mr. Sala, he's explained to me how stupid his behavior was in the situation, Your Honor. He's told me that he definitely was not thinking at the time. He's 26 years old, Your Honor. He has one child. He has another child on the way. He has a wife that's currently living in the state of Michigan that he has to tend to. He understands that he's not a kid. That this matter right now has truly opened his eyes to the simple fact that it's not about him, that there's others that he has to think about, and that this is one of those situations where it's not going to happen again. He's told me he's terribly sorry. He's sorry for the court. He's sorry for whatever he's put everybody through. This is one of those situations, Your Honor, where Mr. Sala would like to also say a couple words of apology, him apologizing to the court as to his actions. Mr. Sala, at this time, can you say a couple words, please?
Yes, I apologize for what I did, and I'll take full responsibility, and I'm willing to do whatever I can to fix. So, take classes, whether state classes. I just want to get my license.
You kind of cut out there. Wait. You kind of cut out there for a second. I heard your first part, and then you said, I'm willing to take responsibility or something like that. You kind of cut out. Can you repeat what you were saying?
I basically said, like, I take full responsibility, and I'm willing to do, like, classes or whatever I have to do to fix the situation. But I just didn't want my license getting suspended because I still got to go to my job and take care of my family and stuff like that.
Thank you, Mr. Sala.
Jeez. I'd love that.
Yes.
Mr. Al Jalam, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Judge, I am very sorry with the mistakes that I made that night. I know one little mistake could have ended my life, let alone another life, anybody crossing the street. I just want you to know that I am very deeply sorry. And also, I am going to school for truck driving at the moment. I'm then, like,
Say that again, you're going to school for what?
Truck driving, like CDL.
Okay.
I'm like about like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks done from being finished. So like in this like time of life is like probably like the worst thing that can happen. So like again, I'm very genuinely sorry about everything that happened.
Well, I'll tell you guys something. You cannot do this, Mr. Solemn. You cannot do this, Mr. Al-Jalam. I mean, this is the equivalent, as far as I'm concerned, when you are driving 75 miles over the speed limit in a 35 mile per hour zone. It's the equivalent, as far as I'm concerned, of driving about 180 on I-75. This is ridiculous. I don't know how your lawyers did this. They did a great job for you guys. And I will add that both of you sound remorseful, which is important to me. But you're going to kill somebody driving like a maniac like that. I mean it. Or yourself. And you have a kid, Mr. Sala?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, you don't want to leave him without a father, right?
Yeah, that job, because that job used to give up, just my foot was heavy, but we got fired from that job. So, but I'm not, and currently I'm not driving, so I'll just take a 4-month break.
You did
from everything.
you did the driver improvement course. Here's what I'm doing. I'll at least am pleased to hear that you two sound remorseful. But you just cannot do this. This is so incredibly dangerous. 12 months probation, both of you. Mr. Cayley's told me here that you did the online, or your lawyer said that. Mr. Cayley acknowledged that. Mr. Sala, and you did it awaiting the pretrial. 12 months probation. You two cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. Mr. El-Jalam, you're to take a driver improvement course. Driver improvement course. Both of you are to serve 5 days on the court work program and pay $35 a day for that, for a total of $175. And each of you are to do 2 days of community service, and that here is to be completed in this case. I'll give you until December the 1st. You're both to pay fines of $100, costs $125, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs are $350, probation fees are $240 for $590, court work program fees are $175 for a total of $765. You may be eligible for early discharge. No violations, you get everything done. 6 months from now, you can, by statute, apply for early discharge. If you violate, you could get 90 days in jail. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. I'm at least glad to hear that you guys sound remorseful, it sounds like to me, and that means a lot to me. But this is nothing short of ignorant. No more of this nonsense. All right, counsel. Mr. Dabolsky, Mr. Newman, tell me when your clients can pay these.
Your Honor, if I may, my client, Mr. Sala, he's currently living in Kentucky at the time.
For how long?
My client said he'll be able to pay today online.
Okay.
Right.
And then he's going to meet with probation. So have him call the probation department. Or why don't you do that for him, Mr. Dabolsky? It's 734-671-0201. Actually, I think they can instruct them set up the court work program now.
Okay.
But all right. So why don't you have your client stay? We'll put them in a breakout room, Heather. Your client's coming back to do the court work program. I don't mind if he stays in Kentucky for a while, but how long is he supposed to work in Kentucky?
Your Honor, I'm supposed to be here for about 3 to 4 months, just until I pay everything off.
I'll say this, can reside in Kentucky until November the 5th. Court work program to be scheduled for Mr. Sala after that.
Sounds good.
So you're gonna have to
Thank-
come back here by November the 5th, and we'll schedule your court work program days.
Thank you,
Can
Your
your
Honor.
client
Thank
pay
you,
all
Honor.
this, Mr. Newman?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you can both pay it now, you can both stay online, we'll get probation to come on, so you don't have to fool with that, Mr. Dabolsky. Gentlemen, go ahead.
Sorry, can I get till Monday, if you don't mind?
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing him, Mr. Newman.
Can I get until Monday, think?
Until Monday?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have a problem. You paid I'll just make it November the 12th, okay?
sounds good.
I mean, I'm sorry, August the 12th, jeez. August the
Yeah.
12th,
Sounds
okay?
good.
Have a good
Yep.
day, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Tyler Wayne Sloan, 25F517011, 25F517013.
Morning, Your Honor. Peter Bernard, P78413, and my name is the counsel for Mr. Sloan.
Hi, Mr. Sloan, your name?
Tyler Sloan, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. He's going to plead to retail fraud, and there's agreed upon restitution in the amount of $309.96. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is to be paid to, that's a Myers, right?
I believe so, yes.
All right. Is that what you agreed to, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to retail fraud, the penalties are up to 500. This is under local ordinance, 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. There's agreed upon restitution amount of $309.96. You understand and agree to those terms?
Yes.
And that's on 25F517011. And then on the other case, they're going to go ahead and dismiss that once you plead on it. Do you understand and agree to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The right to remain silent, right to a trial by court or jury, right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses, and to testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Now, I'm going to ask you how you plead with respect to 25F517011, offense date July 23/25.
Guilty.
And then let me just double check something. All right. Were you at the Myers 26100 Breland Road? I'm sorry. Yeah, in the city of Flat Rock. That's a Myers, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you walk in there on July 23/25 at approximately 9:45 in the morning?
I did.
And what did you do that makes you think you're guilty of retail fraud?
Both a few items.
You took $309.96 worth of items and walked out of the store without paying for them. Is that fair?
Yes.
Did you intend to permanently deprive Myers of that property?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
I am.
And you understand by pleading guilty here, well, first of all, were you on probation or parole on July 23 of 25?
Yes.
And do you understand by pleading guilty here, this would be deemed a violation of that probation or parole?
I do.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Anybody promise you anything to induce you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept your plea to retail fraud, July 23/25 incident date. I'm going to dismiss 25F517013, which is the other retail fraud incident case from October 31 of 25. Boy, you know, for a new jail over there, that's just obnoxious, all the back noise we get. All right. Remind me about him. He was just in front of me. When's he getting out?
Your Honor, I believe that, he'll be out probably by the middle or the third weekend of August, but he's been incarcerated since, early, March. And, on unrelated charge, but we would ask the court to consider the fact that he's been in custody for such a long time. And, consider,
Wait, how long has he been in custody?
he's been in custody since, I believe it's second week in March, right, Mr. Sloan?
Yes.
So he's been in custody there for 5 months, right?
Yes.
I was in Monroe County.
Were you in?
I was in Monroe County before I came here.
Say that again, Mr. Sloan, I'm sorry, I've talked over.
I was in Monroe County before I came here. I came here on June 2nd or June 3rd.
And when were you in Monroe County? From March till June 2nd or 3rd?
Yep, March 3rd to June 3rd.
Yes, the court to consider, the fines and costs as time served. He understands that he owes that restitution, but, he's ready to turn a page and get on with his life.
Did I order a pre-sentence report on the other case that you were in front of me on the other day?
Yeah, you ordered one yesterday.
Madeline, your name, please, Ms. Raftis.
Madeline Raftis probation, Your Honor.
Oh, you're meeting out with the other folks, right?
You know what?
Yes.
Yeah, she was
I'm
supposed to, Judge, and they both left the breakout room, so she's no longer needed. They both logged off for some reason.
All right.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
When are you getting out?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with my probation violation. I'm here for now, so I don't know when I'll be getting out. They're wanting me to take care of all these warrants before they sentence me.